I think they economise on space. I think all new homes, because the plot's very small, you get small rooms.
Well, with a new home design, I feel like, because I work on them, they never have any cove and they scrimp on the skirting board. It's like living in a box room.
New home designs, quite strongly actually.
Yeah? Any opinions?
I think it's all about how they fit into the community, as well as actually design and functionality.
Oh, I prefer an old house because actually I live in an older style house and I do prefer them.
I like the design of old homes. I think the aesthetic values are great, and I think that's where we fall down in this country on new homes. I think they've become too much of a box, and they have no distinctive design patterns to them.
Oh, I think they have to reflect the character of the area they're built in, and using the materials of the area.
I don't think they're very well built, particularly. I don't know, I think old homes have stronger structure and better walls and soundproofing and things like that. Cupboards, space generally. I'd like it to be space efficient and also to have good design.
B-days. Rather keen on B-days.
Definitely all the sort of energy saving things, you know, the good windows, lots of light, I think also, and good room sizes. Too often they try and put tiny little rooms into a house to get more rooms in, and I think actually I don't think that's a good quality of living.
Contemporary without being too over the top, and something that's going to stand the test of time. Kitchens, bathrooms especially, so granite top kitchens, good lighting, and bathrooms that are functional, and a little bit more than just the old-fashioned bath. You need shower, and space.
Space, surely. People get trapped, don't they? You have to have space, surely. If you're on the ground floor, it's either a patio or a decking, or at least something to get outside. And if you have a flat, surely a balcony.
Probably more plug sockets around, I suppose.
Good kitchens and bathrooms, really, yeah. Not too skimpy or cheap.
In the lounge, kitchens and that, yeah.
My living room.
Well, I think I spend my time equally between all the rooms, being a woman. The kitchen, the living room and the dining room. And then the bedroom, of course.
No, they could be a lot better, the locks could be better. Yeah, there's a lot more improvements could be made yet.
Any ideas?
Well, mainly I think we could have better lock-in, more electronic stuff put in.
Good idea if they got one button for everything.
Yeah.
One button fits, doesn't it?
I like to see more things like Wi-Fi maybe sort of considered in the house.
If you keep with the technology, then yes, because you've got the remote control gates.
Yeah, the big one,
like that.
The big ones we do in sandbanks do, because there's lifts, there's bloody
9 million
lighting for each room. You control the heating for each room. There's always speakers and that. So I suppose the higher grade ones have kept up with technology, I think.
Central locking? I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, could be.
That C-bus system, I don't know whether it's anything to do in the UK. It's something that goes into houses in Australia, which is a computerised electrical system. So you plug your computer in, you can type in when you want your lights to come on, when you want your fire to come on, when you want the curtains to close. Yeah. So depending on how much you spend, depends on how elaborate that system can be. And there's always one button, which then shuts everything down.
Last new home I owned was 30 years ago, and yeah, they were pretty good. Pretty good they were, yeah, at the time.
Okay, you just have to keep on top of it, basically.
Some of the workmanship can be a little bit cut sometimes, just because it's money at the end of the day, and because it's all on price work, it's like get that done quick. Oh yeah, that looks good.
Not very good actually at the time. And there was a lot of work to be redone afterwards. You know, initially it seems to be spanking new and wonderful, but actually after a while all the cracks appear, and it tended to be a bit of a shoddy job.
New homes are a little bit too similar to each other.
Well, I think every home should have a garden, don't you?
If you want it already done, new home's there for you.
Usually they're all up and running for someone who wants something easy.
If I was choosing a new home, I'd want a home that wasn't outdated in 2 years' time.
I think there's been a lot of improvement recently. I think the character's coming now with new home design. I think 10 years ago new homes were very boring and lacking character.